Hello everyone, today we're going to be addressing one concern that's been bothering me on my Integra. The last video you guys saw where I raced my brother's S2000, the problem just completely got out of hand. And what is this concern that I'm talking about? Well, my engine is severely twerking. I don't know what to do at this point. The twerking is just getting more and more violent. Today we have to fix it. The car's throwing it back at me and I don't know what to do. And it may sound a little bit weird, but I'm gonna take you along on a test drive so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show you right now from first gear. You'll see if I let off the gas like that, you feel that? You can see the shifter moving all over the place. It hurts me to do this, but I have to do it. You see that? You felt that? So when I did the B20 swap, I bought some motor mounts from eBay that were like an OE replacement, and they ended up being junk because after a few months of driving, they completely went bad. And when I was racing on the last video, the motor mount just completely gave out, and you can see the engine just shifting back and forth when I was pushing through the gears. So that's what we're doing today. My engine is twerking because of bad motor mounts. I did change my outfit for this video. I actually had to pull money from my retirement to be able to buy this fresh outfit. Yes sir, look at this. Secret Honda Integra team. Only the most elite Honda owners have access to this jacket. Believe it or not, here we have all the pieces that we need to fix the car. So here's the first one. As you can see, this is a billet aluminum polyurethane motor mount. It's gonna prevent the engine from jerking around too much. And since we have an Integra, we have these side torque mounts. One for the engine side, one for the transmission side. This is the rear motor mount. This bad boy is gonna be the front engine motor mount. We have one more thing. Let me show you. We have this brace. This bolts onto the transmission. This goes through here. It's gonna make it a lot more rigid. It's gonna look cleaner. Also because I've been having a problem that I'm gonna explain to you right now. Oh yeah. But you see how big this thing is?
That brace right there?
Yeah, and how big the bolts are. I had to replace the coolant hoses because this hose was rubbing on this bolt, especially since the motor mounts were garbage. But also the new kit comes with better bolts that are gonna be low profile. Not only is it gonna look cleaner, I'm gonna have a peace of mind knowing that the hose is not gonna rub into this bolt. These motor mounts that I got are from a company called PLM. They were extremely cheap and the build quality is actually quite nice. So let's go ahead and install these motor mounts. When you have bad motor mounts, it's gonna tear up your axles because when the engine's like launching forward, it messes up the CV boots, and you're most likely gonna have to replace your axles if you drive like that for a long time.
Will you recommend people doing this on their daily, or for someone that's gonna be tracking their cars or doing crazy shit with it?
It's mostly for performance. The engine's gonna vibrate a little bit more. To some people, it's gonna feel like it's misfiring, but it's just the type of motor mounts. For comfort driving, I wouldn't recommend it.
This guy tells me in the middle of my breakfast to come in and help him.
Breakfast, bro, it's like 3 p.m.
Hey, yo, stop capping. It was like 12 something.
First motor mount's going in.
Shiny. Well, you look like you're struggling.
I'm not struggling, bro. I'm part of the special Honda Integra team. Transmission motor mount is next. Just hold on, brother. Hold on. Since you're here today helping me out, I want to name you a new proud member of the secret Honda Integra team. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not gonna lie, the weight is not so different, but the profile of it makes a big difference.
Angel is struggling a little bit because he's having some malfunctions with one of the motor mounts because one of the bolts was the incorrect thread. So we went to O'Reilly's, and now the next obstacle we got is the motor mount that's just too big and it just doesn't fit, but we're gonna make it work.
So the corner of the motor mount was hitting this part, and what I ended up doing is I grabbed some vice grips like this, and I was able to fold this thing back a little bit to give me enough clearance to fit this motor mount, and we should be good.
Alright, it's getting really dark. We get the main rear motor mount on. We just gotta bolt it in and make sure it fits properly with the rest of the components of this vehicle.
So it's the second day. It's time for my brother to drive the car. I drove it a little bit last night, and I'll tell you a little bit about my experience driving it, but I want to see his reaction because he has not driven the car in a long ass time, and now with these motor mounts, it's even gonna be more exciting.
Alright, let's get to it. Love that sound.
Just a little heads up, this thing's gonna be very, very loud.
I was looking for the push to start. This is not ES2K. God damn, this thing's vibrating crazy. I feel like I'm inside of Transformers or something.
The car is nice and warm, so it's settled a little bit, but this is as good as it's gonna get.
My ass is vibrating, but other than that, let's see how it feels. Yeah, you didn't put a work in this car. Almost stalling. I'm not used to it anymore.
It feels like when you're riding a Harley Davidson. That's what it feels like. Your hands, you can feel the vibration.
It is so damn loud in here. I have to speak loud as shit. Bro, it literally feels like a track car. It's so damn loud. Imagine if it was gutted, it would be even louder.
Yeah, it'd be way too annoying.
Yeah, it feels very stiff. Feels great, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm very happy that the engine's not twerking anymore, but for daily driving, this seems a bit extreme, and I should have done my research, and I should have seen videos of other people's, I guess, drivability, but this thing is crazy, it's insane, and if you're in a commute for more than 30 minutes, I can see how it can get annoying. I'm definitely getting used to it though. The second day is not as bad as when I first started yesterday.
I've been in this car, what, 2-3 minutes, and it's kind of annoying already, bro. But I mean, like you said, you will get used to it.
Yeah, the first day is the hardest part, but I actually drove it in traffic yesterday and it wasn't that bad. And the thing that made me get used to the vibrations is the fact of how predictable the car is with these motor mounts. Accelerating, you know what the car is doing, you know how it's putting the power down. When you're shifting, even downshifting feels a lot better. So what I'm thinking is right now, the rear motor mount, as you guys saw, is the one that was completely busted. And the rear motor mount is responsible for 80% of the vibration. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna replace the front mount and the transmission mount back to the ones that were in the car. And that's gonna bring me down like a 20% less vibration, which is gonna be easier to handle for daily driving. Once it becomes a full-on track car, I'll switch back to the polyurethane mounts.
Full time. It's really loud, but it feels really nice, precise, delicious. What is it?
When you shift, it's so orgasmic.
It's very, yeah, it's very satisfying. It's like butter, like cotton butter. It's so satisfying.
Okay guys, so I actually did end up doing what I said I was gonna do, and I replaced my 2 motor mounts from the side back to the original ones. So I kept the PLM torque mounts and the rear mounts polyurethane. I feel like that is the perfect balance because the engine still shifts solid, and idle, it doesn't really vibrate like before. You feel that? It's almost perfect. Oh, I actually did end up breaking my power steering reservoir. So we're back to manual steering, just like in the race, which I don't mind it. I actually did enjoy it. I'm even contemplating keeping the car manual steering. I don't know what the hell I did the first time that took me so long to change the motor mounts. I replaced the front mount and the transmission mount in 6 minutes this time. So yeah, this is the car, and I think it is the perfect solution to my twerking problem and enhancing performance, and at the same time still having drivability. Downshift. You see that? It still shifts flawlessly and very well balanced, so I'm very happy with this combination. So that's gonna be it. This was just a filler episode because we're working on a big project right now, and we cannot wait to show you that video probably within the next week. The video is going to be published. You definitely want to turn on the notifications for that one. Yeah, that's it.